Hi y'all. Hello everybody. It's Kimberly here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming to my channel, everybody. Today I'm going to give a little update about the stimulus check and the stimulus package debacle, disaster, whatever you want to call it. Well, of course the Republicans blocked the $2,000 request for larger stimulus checks by President Trump. We all knew that was going to happen, so. But he did blindside his own party with this. They were so assured that he was just going to sign it and that would be the end of it. And, because they really did kowtow to that $600 check. They didn't want to give any kind of check. And then when they finally agreed to give actual direct payments, he just cut them off, did a real, I guess, a jerk move to them. But I have mixed feelings about it. Yeah, I want a bigger check, but we would have gotten the $600 check immediately starting. Some of the payments were going to go out tomorrow, Monday morning. According to the Treasury Secretary, he said that they would start, immediately processing them for the people who have direct deposit. And again, I did tell everybody to get direct deposit. If you don't have it, get it. Sign up for it. If you have it on your job or some way that you can, if you are getting some type of payments and you have the ability to get direct deposit from your bank, then get it, because those are the people that are going to be getting their checks first, or people with direct deposit. So try to get that done if you can, if there's any way that you can. I used to be really afraid of direct deposit when it first came out, years ago, and I didn't trust it because I wanted the physical paper check in my hand. I just didn't trust businesses. I wanted to see the check. I just didn't think it was going to show up. But I finally did. I think I had to sign up for it or either put it on a card, and I don't like those cards because there's so much that can go wrong with the cards. Sometimes they don't work, or sometimes the merchants won't take them, or you got to go to an ATM to get money, and they give it, they take a charge out every time you take a large amount out. If you're going to be charged $3 or $4 to get your own money out, you literally have to take all of it out or pay that charge every single time. So I ended up getting direct deposit, and it was the best thing. I've never had any issues with it over the past decade. I've never had any problems with it. So you need to really try to get that, with all these possible future payments that we might get. And I don't even know if it's just one more or if it could be many more. We just don't know what's going to happen because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are very intent on trying to get everybody back into the economy, get it where they can have enough money to pay their own bills and not rely on situations like this where we have to continually pass packages for state and local government aid, where you have to go and stand in line for a food bank or something like that. They want to directly help individuals. So just get that done if you can. But our president, who has been golfing, I guess, practically every day over the holidays, he has refused to sign the package, which, again, I'm upset that I won't get a check on Monday or Tuesday next week for $600. But then if he can get the Republican Congress to agree to this $2,000 check, he may hold out. You know how obstinate and how stubborn he is. He may just hold out until they cave in and give us a $2,000 check. Who knows? Or if it doesn't happen, I'm sure that as soon as Joe Biden gets in, he has promised to do, something, but we'll have to wait and see, if he keeps his campaign promises. So the COVID relief bill is just stuck in limbo. Just, laying there. And the federal government will be shut down on Tuesday at 12 midnight, or, well, technically 12:01 midnight, after 1 minute after midnight. And that means there's a total government shutdown. That means all government offices will stop, cease working. There will be no access for the public, in courthouses or any government building. Anything that has to do with the government will be shut down if they don't get, there's these stopgap measures that are going through with this COVID relief bill. Or actually, they did already do, I think, a stopgap relief bill, but there would have to be another one, if this gets shut down in between the new administration, between now and then. And that means government employees will not be paid. It's just a disaster when that happens, And for the unemployment, there has been, I think, actually it expired yesterday. So the unemployment that is going out, any last checks that are going out, that's going to be the last of them. There is, I think, one federal unemployment aid portion of I think the CARES Act, that it will go on for a few more weeks, but that's for very few people, and it's going to expire anyway in a few weeks. So that will be over. And the extra employment that was going to be added on top of the regular employment check, that's it's not going to happen, because of this, the bill being blocked. And any kind of subsidy programs, not just for individuals or families, but for state or local governments, any kind of programs like that, they're going to be put on hold. That'll be, I don't know if there's going to be a little bit left in the coffers that they can rely on to still operate a little bit. They may have access to a certain amount that they can, spend down to zero balance. I don't know. Or if it just completely is going to stop. So I don't know that. And that could be anything. That could be bus lines, transportation, or any kind of clinics that are government run, any kind of health, or, I don't know, anything government run that may be getting a boost from a subsidy program from government, that really messes that all up. And our president is still golfing away. I want to pull my hair out because of this. I just see images of him golfing on his, West Palm Beach, where the Mar-a-Lago resort, wherever it is. I think it's West Palm Beach. It's in the, very ritzy, nice area. And he's out there enjoying himself without a care in the world, and just, and he's so hard-headed that, but then again, so is the Republican Congress. So this is like two bulls completely locked together, or two big bucks, locked together with their horns until one of them dies, so who knows what's going to happen. And the eviction crisis that's fixing to happen at the beginning of the year, after the first, or after the holiday weekend, immediately there will be, massive evictions. And if something isn't done, if this bill doesn't go through, if things don't get processed fast enough, and that, I've already said, I'm pretty sure it's going to be hundreds of thousands, maybe 1 million people. I don't know. I don't know a real number, but it's going to be a massive amount of people. Because, as I said before, these people who own these businesses that haven't been paid rent for many months, they're going bankrupt, and they're having financial issues with the bank, and some of these buildings are worth millions of dollars, and they can't pay on them. And the banks are going to take, their buildings away. They're going to repossess the buildings, or, disqualify the loan or whatever, or repossess. I don't know. Foreclose. really. I guess that would be the word, foreclose. Not really repossess the building, but foreclose. And, you know, I want to say that I feel bad for them. But there's people that I'm going to feel more sorry for. I think people who are, you know, struggling on nothing. Like all these families that were getting like a $300 unemployment check and there's not going to be anything. They have no job. There's no money coming in. You know, there's the end of the line for them and they have nothing, you know, other than the house they live in or rent. And it's not like a huge mansion, or they may not have 2 or 3 cars, of which they can sell one of them. You know, there's people with much more financial stability that will make it through this place in time. Even if they do have to sell some of their luxury items, they're going to be okay. And, you know, I kind of think, you know, maybe they need a kick in the pants to see what, you know, what it is like to struggle, you know, or have to give up something, you know. And there's people giving up food and shelter and, you know, other cars, you know. Just, it's hard to feel sorry for somebody else who has so much more, you know. And I feel bad for everybody that's going through this. But financially, you know, there's a lot of people that, you know, they're having a hard time, but they got things they can sell. They got things they can cut back on. They don't need the $1,000 a month golf fees at their, what do you call it, the resort or whatever. You know, they can cut that out, or something else, you know, compared to people who are trying to divide up, you know, a box of food that they get from the food pantry. That's a big difference, you know. And these, I do have one gripe and one complaint. Actually, I could probably make another video about this, about the churches. There are some churches that are doing their part and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. But I want to say, like, where Joel Osteen did not help when the floods and everything happened. I mean, I have such an issue with mega churches that do that, and then you don't hear a peep out of them when stuff like this happens. I can't stand that, you know. That's one of the reasons why I don't give to churches, you know, because they already don't pay taxes. And just to make a millionaire into a billionaire, I don't, you know, if you see some of these houses that they live in, you know, I know he writes books and he does do lectures and stuff like that, and he gets paid for that. That's fine. That's his part of his, I want to say job, or his profession. But aside from that, what he collects from the church, I just have an issue with that, you know. And his dealings, not just him. I mean, I'm not trying to pick on just him. I'm saying in a time like this, when there's these mega churches, and there's tons and tons of them that are doing either minimal or not enough, you know, they should be opening their you know, using the last cent that they have to help people with, you know. But a lot of these smaller churches, I feel like they're doing a lot more than some of the mega churches, and that's, you know, take my hat off to them for that. You know, that's what they're there for. That is what they should be there for. It shouldn't be just about personal salvation. It should be about helping your community. And hopefully there's going to be a solution to this in the next few days, or maybe next week, hopefully. I don't know. Once again, who knows? Well, thank you, and I'll make another video soon. Thank you.